Hello and welcome to 5-3, adding and subtracting mixed numbers. As you can guess, our goal today will be that we will add and subtract mixed numbers with unlike denominators. And so in order to add and subtract fractions, any fractions, whether it's a mixed number, improper fraction, regular fraction, we always have to find a common denominator to add them if they do not have common denominators or if they have unlike denominators. There we go. So let's get started. First, our directions say find the sum or difference. Write the answer in simplest form. Okay, so what I'm going to do, right now my problem is written horizontally. I'm going to write it vertically. 2 3/4 plus 1 1/6. Now again, like we just talked about, we need to find a common denominator between 4 and 6. Now my brain originally said 24, but that's just multiplying denominators. Then I said, oh, well, what about 12? Does 4 go into 12? It does. So I'm going to multiply here by 2. Multiply by 2, and then I'm going to multiply my 3/4 by 3. So now the numbers I'm working with are 2 9/12 plus 1 2/12. Okay, so if I go up and down here, I have to add my fractions. Let's see if I can do kind of a dotted line. Just like with our place value. We have to add our fractions up first, then our whole numbers. So because they both have a denominator of 12, I can just add 9 plus 2 and get 11/12. And then I would just add 2 plus 1 and get a 3. So my answer is 3 11/12. Put a box around it. All right, now that one wasn't too bad. We didn't have any grouping or ungrouping. So let's try a couple more. Again, same directions, and write your answer in simplest form. So if I have 4 5/6 minus 2 2/9. Okay, 6 and 9 both go into 18. I think that will be my least common multiple. Times 2 times 2 times 3. Multiply it by 3. So my new problem I'm working with here is 4 15/18 minus 2 4/18. Again, no ungrouping or anything. We just have to do 15/18 minus 4/18. 15 minus 4 is 11. Again, 11/18. And 4 minus 2 is a whole number of 2. So there's my answer, 2 11/18. And I know it's in simplest form because 11 is a prime number, so that means I can't reduce it any farther than itself, 11. All right, so now again, same direction, simplest form. Let's try this one. 8 2/5 minus 6 3/10. Now I know 5 goes into 10, so I'm going to multiply by 2, multiply by 2. Now I'm working with 8 4/10 minus 6 3/10. Okay, 4/10 minus 3/10 equals 1/10. Again, I'm just subtracting the numerators, 4 minus 3, and I know I'm going to keep my denominator the same, so that 10 goes on the bottom. 8 minus 6 is 2, and 2 1/10 is my answer. Not too bad here. All right, so let's try a word problem here. The length of a Parsons chameleon's body is 23.5 inches. The chameleon can extend its tongue 35 1/4 inches. What is the total length of its body and its tongue? All right, so I think it's very important to just touch on this here quick. We need to make sure that we really read the question thoroughly. A lot of times I catch myself going through and I say, oh, I see the two in numbers. I'm sure I'm going to add or subtract them. And then I read it really quick and then try to figure it out. But really, if we take the time to read it, we can say, oh, what is the total length of its body and its tongue? Those are our kind of keywords there, total and. We know we need to add 23 and a half plus 35 and a fourth. Let's get our common denominators here. I'm going to multiply by 2 to get a 4. Multiply by 2, so now I'm really adding 23 and 2/4 plus 35 and 1/4. 2/4 plus 1/4 is 3/4. 23 plus 35, 3 plus 5 is 8. 2 plus 3 is 5. So my answer is 58 and 3/4, but it's a word problem, so I better write it out. 58 and 3/4 inches. Inches long. That's how long the chameleon's body and tongue are if you added them together. Well, I don't think this one is too bad today. I thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Yep, looks like tomorrow we're ungrouping and regrouping. So that should be a good little change of pace. That's where things get a little bit trickier, so it's a good thing that we're having, just a little bit review on how to add and subtract mixed numbers for today. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.